Hey there, I'm here this time to talk about a mural I just did. So I just spent the month of August 2023 working on a large scale mural. And I've done this before, a few smaller ones on my own, and then another one last year with the team, the Savannah Land team now. So those artists are part of the Makers Guild, and we do some team projects together. So you can hire us for large-scale mural or different installations, and we'll put together kind of the right team for you based on your project. So on this one, I was referred by W Projects to the Tanger Outlets. They reached out looking for an artist to work on this large mural as the backdrop for their playground. So their sponsor is the Memorial Health Children's Hospital. They want to kind of promote, healthy living, active kids, being outdoors, being with your family. So they sponsored this. The playground did exist there previously, but they moved it and they made a bunch of upgrades, and this was one of them. Memorial Health Children's Hospital also sponsors a few other playgrounds in the area. So this was kind of another one in that effort towards, promoting healthy lifestyle. They all have different themes, and the theme for this one was Adventure Park. So I started by coming up with some different ideas. I've shared two. These are the two. So we've got one that's kind of slightly more abstract with patterns and things, really bright, saturated colors, and these are based on the Memorial Health Children's Hospital brand colors. Then I did another one, and this was the one I was feeling stronger about. So we kind of tossed these back and forth a little bit, landed on the plain mural, and then made some edits to that. Then we jumped into getting this started. So this kind of hit, we weren't sure when this was going to hit. There were a lot of things sort of up in the air, so it happened right at the beginning of August. So in the beginning here, my sister, Tara Garrigan, also an artist and very talented, she came out and helped me with the beginning and then getting started with just blocking in all the colors and mapping everything out. So we got out there super early in the morning to start. And you can see it's very much a construction zone when we first got there. So we weren't sure how things were gonna shake out with the schedule. We didn't get the lift right away. So we just started with doing the stuff that we could reach with the ladder. Now, I don't usually use a projector. I will admit a lot of style choices over the years, or how I've gotten into different things, have been from lack of resources. So I'm not opposed to it at all. I just kind of got started without it. And I would like to try that at some point too. But on this one, and most of the time, I just do the basic measurements, like blocks, and then everything else kind of based on proportion. All right, so the first day or two, we got all this mapped in on the bottom. We just kind of did what we could. I think one way I kind of got into mural work is I've done a lot of just regular kind of wall painting, residential, commercial, all kinds of different surfaces, big jobs, small jobs. I've done a lot of that over the years. So it actually translated, even though I usually work small, having done all that made it easier for me to understand how to do all this and what kind of paints to use and how they work with different surfaces and all that. So you'll find when you get into these kind of surfaces like stucco, they're really porous and it takes a lot more paint. So that's something you've got to account for. One thing we didn't account for was the ground, the unevenness of it. So we had to get some plywood to lay down, and we worked with that for a little while, but we could really only go up to a certain height without it being a hazard. So it was a lot of trial and error and shifting things around and moving back and forth and all this. But we got it worked out to a degree and got to finish like the middle chunk. So I really like to do work where there's some sort of narrative, and usually there's a foreground, middle ground, background. And this one, I really tried to push, like, force perspective a lot so we could fit a lot of different things in here, even though it's not accurate, of course. Just try to figure out where you could exaggerate it with it looking purposeful and not like a mistake. So as we got into this, though, there were some changes that we made. The plane in particular felt way too big, and also the style of it wasn't really working. So we changed that and changed the big cloud next to it. So after we kind of mapped that in, and also I was really having trouble getting that perspective right and making it kind of bubbly and cartoony. So I looked up some reference. This is a Super Cub. This is the type of plane that pilots learn to fly in a lot, or it's one of the ones that is used often for that, which is one reason I want to put that in here. It's a little nod to learning how to fly for all my aviation industry friends. So the plane was pretty important to me. I want that to look really good. Then the other bit was we want to have a banner in here that you can read that still makes sense, again, in perspective, if the plane is kind of, making a big turn. So some of this stuff, of course, is kind of pushed because this probably would be dragging more where you wouldn't totally see the words, but it's got to make sense for what we're doing. Okay. And you can't tell here, but I'm pretty high up. It's pretty scary. And I'm just I've got my long roller, so I'm trying to just roll up as much as I can. This is pretty close to as high as I can get here. So I didn't quite get to the top. Later I'll have to go up on the roof. Just for fun, I'll show you all how this works. Just to give you a sense of how high up we are while working on this. And you'll see some new friends here out at Joe Marchese Construction. They did an awesome job. They were out here every day laying out the ground for the mural and doing a bunch of construction all over the place. And so some of the plans I didn't really understand from the beginning, and not everybody did. So at one point, the lift had to be gone the next day, and I wouldn't be able to use it again. So a bit of a crunch here. I'm out here late, very late, as you can see, and I'm just trying to get all the stuff done up top that I can before we have to take the lift away. Because after that, the options are scaffolding, a boom lift, which is very expensive, and I'm not sure that we'd be able to do it anyway, or ladders, which the construction crew did lend us there when we were back working on the bottom part. And you'll see a little bit here halfway through while they were working in the same space as me. You can see where they've done the rubber ground pour. This is like the beginning of it. So just to show you a little bit of how ridiculously hot it is. This was at 9 in the morning, maybe 8:30 or something. I really hadn't been working that much. It's just very, very sweaty this month. So, all right, here you'll see I had to climb up on the roof. And I had to stand on a ladder behind that too because of the height of that and just try to fill in all the spots. And then I kind of decided too that I really didn't love all the stars. It was feeling kind of crowded and the weird angles were making it look funky. So just trying to change that stuff too from where I could. So luckily the construction crew helped us out and they gave us a couple really long ladders so we could get some of this stuff finished that we were not able to finish the night before. Here you'll also see, this is Courtney Fredette. She worked on the other mural with us. She's on our mural team. Very talented artist. She does a lot of set design and she does a lot of surreal work. So this is not her usual, but she's good at everything. So it was nice to have her on board, jump in and help out too. We added some right whales as an ode to Georgia, where the North Atlantic right whale comes down and has their calves. They migrate down here from the Bay of Fundy. Shout out to Whale Week. Kind of trying to go in between a sort of a graphic style with a little bit of like traditional sort of rendering. I kind of struggle in between those. Pirate ships, we've got a parachuter, just all kinds of fun adventure-y sort of elements. And we're trying to pull all the different colors from the Memorial Health Children's Hospital logo. So you'll see those colors repeated throughout. Then we threw in a couple more things. So we did just one really small wall with some musical notes. And this was actually this kite mural. It was the first mural that I was asked to design. This is at a different location, still at Tanger Outlets, but it's across from an existing mural by another artist, Kelsey Montague. So you see Courtney helping me out here with these flowers. We're really trying to marry the look of the Memorial Health graphic style with the mural that's across the way by Kelsey. Hers is it's a really beautiful, cool graphic style peach tree, and it has elements of like black and white. It has elements of just kind of simple black and white designs, almost looks like, you know, doodles. So this is kind of supposed to be what we came up with, the combination, so it complements the mural on the other side while integrating this new element. Thank you for joining me this time. I'll definitely be back with more mural videos as well as my usual drawing videos. Thanks for your patience. It's just been a busy summer. I do want to talk a little bit again real quick about the Makers Guild. So if you're interested in working with us on a large-scale installation or mural, we do travel. We have a lot of great artists on our team. They all have their own unique style, which we blend together, or depending on what you've got going on, it might be just based on one of theirs. So if you check out the website, go to tmgcreative.org, you can find out more about that. I'd like to again thank Courtney Fredette and Tara Garrigan for helping me on this particular project. They're also artists in the Makers Guild. I've put links below to everyone I could think of that was involved. So thank you again to the crew at Tanger Outlets. You guys were great. Memorial Health Children's Hospital, everyone there was really helpful. Joe Marchese Construction, WSAV for coming out and covering the event. And I'm sure there are other people involved that I was not even aware of. So this was definitely a big effort, but we got it done. It was fun. And I'm looking forward to the next one. So come back and see me. If you like the video, like it. Please subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be around.